All right, we're back with more of Avernum 2 Crystal Souls. We're back inside the Blast Ruins now, so let's continue. Of course, the thing we would face first is some rats. Okay, and also we'll put on a Word of Thoughts since we have it. I still feel like this is the most useful one overall. The other wars aren't really that good in my opinion. Can we break this wall actually? You are at the edge of the ruins of a huge fortress. These crude stone walls have hosted many tribes of goblins, Nephilim, and human brigands. Avernite troops drove one group out, another band moved in. Then a recent cave quake tore the place apart. Huge, unstable sections of wall loom over you, and there is rubble scattered everywhere. It is icy cold. You can hear chanting, and the smell of decay and death hangs in the air. Okay, so yes, in the first game, this is where we have the Nephilim and also their human leader, Zemora. Of course, they were driven out, and the undead have since taken over. Oh snap, we have them right here actually. The shaman of the Nephilim tribe points at you and lets out a long hiss. Rawr! I am Miara of the Bonewalker clan. You desecrate our lair and you will be slain. Your bones will be risen on the black altar. That doesn't seem to leave a lot of room for negotiation. You land a solid blow on the Nephil shaman. Miara screams in pain. Altar, save me! Bones! Rise and destroy the invader! That's true, we did inflict a lot of damage and we're pretty early here. We're gonna damage the zombie, but we can still get Miara. I'm not worried about the skeleton on Seraphina right now. We'll just kill her. Bone Waker. Oh, I thought this said Bone Walker. Is it really Bone Waker? Whatever. Bone Waker, Miara has fallen. The dark power that fuels this vicious, mad little clan has been destroyed. All Avernite communities around here owe you a debt. All right, one to spellcraft, one to look. We'll go ahead and sell that. We don't really need that because we're going to level up spellcraft anyway, and luck doesn't really do anything. Okay, so we could have just gone in this way, but then again, we caught Miera off guard with that. This grim temple is dominated by an enormous altar. It is a slab of basalt, waist high, covered with strange glyphs and carvings of dead and dying humans. The humans in the design are being laid to rest and returning as undead. The altar contains powerful magic. You feel cold and nauseated just standing near it. You see a depression in the top, just the right size and shape for a body. There are several skeletons in the corner placed carefully in a row. This must be where the Nephilim create the undead which have been pestering the area. Leaving the altar alone is a wise choice. A holy ritual performed by a competent priest will be required to destroy it. Okay, so yeah, we don't nearly have the spell required for that, the priest spell required, so we will have to come back. Ooh, another energy potion in case we need it. This is a cloak room. The table is covered with red robes, blocks of incense, and other religious paraphernalia. None of it looks valuable. We can still get a little bit of money out of the incense. And here we are, still looting up here. I think we should go ahead and give this to our mage, so he has a little bit more resistance, and also that doesn't encumber a mage anyway. You inspect the scrolls on the rack. They describe a series of rituals, all involving the creation, maintenance, and command of undead. One book catches your eye. The pages are covered with nothing but drawings of a large black altar. Crudely drawn people are putting bodies onto it. In this box, you find a large bronze ankh. It looks like some sort of altar centerpiece. You can guess why a peaceful symbol like this was placed in a box instead of on an altar. Okay, we'll go in and take it then. There is a stairway down here. The passage at the bottom has been blocked by many tons of rubble. The cave quakes of Avernum can be devastating. Okay, so nothing we can go down. Because as you all might have remembered, that there originally was a downstairs here. And freaking the spell barrier didn't work. so he leveled up. Let's see if we can get the others to level up. Ah, still too much weight for her. The book contains a roster of the undead created here. Each entry has a description of where they were sent and what havoc they created. The mad cultists here have created an awful lot of skeletons and zombies. You know what? The skeletons are overwhelming, so if I run out of spell energy, I can just rely on Seraphina to throw javelins like this, yeah. But she leveled up now, so don't have to worry too much about that. Nice, they're all level 8 now. Alright, intelligence leveled up, so we'll do that. We'll do that and that. Definitely investigate, I mean not investigate, but invest in the negotiator trait at this point, since we're now level 8. Do that and that. Negotiator. That. Point to priest and 1 point into that. Mage and 1 point into throne. All right, so when we go back, we'll be able to sell our stuff finally that we have like stored up. You find several rows of bodies, mostly a human and goblin. They have been carefully arranged, waiting to be processed into the undead form. A thick sprinkling of quicklime makes the odor bearable. Too much weight for her too, so we'll sell that for now. Rawr. Several stone ogres ring the door to the west. Interesting. The figures are amazingly lifelike, all with surprise poses. A large padlock holds that door securely shut. Oh nice, more zombies to kill. Yep, Black Basilisk. Fortunately, they're not overwhelmingly tough. Alright, for this wall right here, we might crack it later, but I think there is a tough encounter right behind there, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. Someone stored a cache of rations and supplies here. Food is rotten and the goods are covered with webs. The stuff has been here for a long time. I don't really care for losing ones that much, so we'll go ahead and sell that. But yeah, this will have to come back to this altar here, because I do have a spell that can work for that, but it's something we're going to have to come back to. In the meantime, let's head back. This cavern contains a gigantic fumarole, spitting sulfurous fumes and stifling steam. You are unpleasantly close to one of Avernum's natural centers of volcanic energy. The warmth from here heats the land surrounding Formello. Alright, while we're at it, let's go ahead and clear out this one quest. Investigate the tower. Just ahead, you see a massive spire of basalt rising from the fiery caldera below you. The small tower is perched atop of the spire, precariously balanced. As you approach, you feel like someone is watching you. Despite the heat, a chill runs up your spine. Something dangerous is concealed nearby. Suddenly, there are bright flashes of light ahead of and behind you. When the smoke clears, a gang of leering infernals circle you. They inspect you carefully for a few moments. You disappoint them. The largest one rumbles, "Not Solberg. Not Solberg's minions. Simply our next meal." Then they attack. Oh, great. Tower of Solberg, Crown Clearance. You circle around the base of the tower, sticking to the narrow ledge. The walls of the tower are one smooth sheet of stone, topped with a featureless dome. You see no entrances or exits. As you walk around the narrow ledge surrounding the tower, you feel a brief tingling sensation. Nothing else happens. You feel like someone has magically inspected you and found you wanting. Whoever is inside the tower, they don't want you here. Well, it did say Solberg's tower, right? And that sign did say Crown Clearance, so we're definitely going to have to get a higher clearance before we are able to do that. Which is a bummer, but at least we complete the... At least we complete the mission to... At least inspect it. Then again, if those demons said not Solberg's minions, stuff like that, then that could be the Empire trying to assassinate Solberg. Because you all saw my playthrough of the first game, we very much know who Solberg is. So it's clear that if the demons were looking for Solberg, then that could be the Empire's demons trying to assassinate Solberg, and We just actually saved him a little bit of trouble there. But because we need crown clearance, the fire lizard caught themselves a soldier. You can barely make out the insignia on its tattered armor. It's a crown symbol of the Empire. Must have been an Empire spy. Good riddance. Okay, he doesn't have any loot that we have. But he does have this. We'll put that on. Okay, so it looks like the Empire is trying to assassinate Solberg, clearly. But it's nothing we can't get in there and talk to them until after we get crown clearance. Sparkling water. Oh yeah, this must be one of those blessed waters that... Healing waters to the south. There's a small sparkling spring here. From it comes a small stream, which flows away to the south into a lake, and from there into the foul swamps surrounding this grotto. Remains of campfires indicate that you were not the first to come here to take the waters. The water is refreshing and delicious. You feel it rejuvenate you. The sledge is home to a large colony of giant lizards, clustered around an abandoned camp. They're wild, they still have their claws, and they're hungry. We've taken care of a giant lizard before. Alright, there's a cave right there. Let's go ahead and recharge real quick. Actually, what's in here? Mysteriously, an Empire soldier recently met his demise here. He was quite young, and there were no marks on the body. He must have come down from the surface recently. His skin, even in death, has a healthier shade than yours. The body was mostly stripped, but whoever did so left behind the soldier's bow. It's crude, but still useful. Lemon wood bow. Now, that's not nearly as good as the one I have already. Actually, you know what? We can go ahead and clear that cave out later. Let's just head back to Formello as soon as we can. We'll sell our items here. We have Negotiator now. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. All that stuff. Look at all that money. I would like to prove my skills. Okay, so Boris can teach a little bit of skills now. Let's go ahead. I'm not worried about hardiness or Blade Master, but I do want to get first aid here. So we can actually recharge some health and spell energy. Okay, so each one has one for a total of 4 overall for the party. And the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do and buy is buy some cave lore. Tor. Okay, we spent a lot of money there, but we should have our cave lore now boosted to 2 for each for a total of 8 now. 2, 2, 2, 2. We should be getting at least some money back though when we can turn in those quests though. Never did. You meet a group of traveling merchants. They have 3 carts drawn by defanged giant lizards, which contain plenty of goods useful to the farms in this area. They hail you and offer goods which will aid you in your travels. Looking at the rusty tools and crude weapons in their wagons, you have your doubts. Maybe there's something good buried in one of the wagons. These merchants mostly trade with the many farmers around Formello, but they also deal with adventurers passing through the area. None of which we have money for, but you know, they have supplies if you feel like you need to buy. Okay, let's clear out both of these quests that we got. First 2 miles for the tower quest. You start to tell Miles what you learned at the remote tower, but he stops you. Ah, sorry, I've been informed that the tower is a secret Avernum installation, and we are to stay away. He gives you a pair of potions for your trouble. That's good at least. I found the altar they've been using to make the undead. The Nephil shaman responsible is dead. He listens to your description of what happened. Well done. He starts filling out forms. This will count towards your getting a higher clearance when I can get a message out. You apply for higher clearance at the castle. Thanks for your help. He thanks, trying to come up with another way to help you. Then he has a ring brought for you. Mild enchantment on that. Good gear for a lone roamer like you. Got any more missions for me? He shakes his head. Don't have any missions now. Sorry, maybe later. If you want to try to get higher clearance, go to the castle. Also, be sure to keep an eye on the job board outside. Okay, that's actually very good for my mage, I think. We'll equip that on him. The Dark Altar. There is a ruin to the west of Formello where Nephilim were raising hordes of undead. This was done with the help of a Dark Altar. The Nephilim are gone, but we needed to make sure that the altar is destroyed. Perform a ritual of sanctification to destroy the altar. Once it is gone, report this victory to Father Caius. Alright, so we have the Dark Altar, we have Split Outpost, Lizard Infestation now. Slay hidden ogres. Let me go ahead and explore around here really quick. These tunnels are narrow, the floor is wildly uneven, and the ceiling is low. Despite the abundance of mushrooms, humans don't seem to have settled here. A quick investigation reveals why. The mushrooms are a very tenacious and poisonous variety. You cross the narrow isthmus between 2 dark lakes. It is a glade of the strange fungal trees and bushes of Avernum. Remote, tinged with green from the light above, and strangely lovely. Some of the odd fungal growths around you look like they could be picked. If you know enough cave lore, you can extract useful herbs, and they will grow back over time. Kill all of them. Spiritual herbs. Energetic. Alright, we need higher cave lore for one of these. Oh, we got gray mold from that one, though. What's the other one then? Mandrake? While these tunnels aren't fit for human occupation, they aren't useless. Rows of cairns line the walls. Several generations of Formellans have found their final rest here. Nothing of value was buried with them, though. Goblins loot these crypts with regularity. The western approach of Formello is watched by the small group of exhausted soldiers. They greet you and warn you to be careful to the west. They say that there is a band of Nephilim in the fort there who keep creating undead and sending them here. If it wasn't for me, says their leader, who wears the traditional garb of a priest, this patrol would have been torn apart weeks ago. Her troops nod in agreement and they move on. A large band camped here recently. They left a bit of trash behind, but nothing valuable. Can't figure out whether the travelers were friend or foe, travelers or raiders. You walk around the corner and stumble into a band of mixed undead. They are shuffling very slowly to the east. Someone raised them and launched them in this direction to cause mischief for Formello. Undead are simple-minded creatures. When they sense you, they turn to attack. But our cave lord was high enough we could just avoid them. Nice. What is over here just to clear this shading out? You have discovered a group of massive spiders. They all have large heads and long fangs, and one of them is holding what looks like a short stick in one of its pedipalps. The spider creatures watch you from a safe distance, unsure whether to risk attacking you. You could, of course, make up their minds for them. Why not? We could use the XP and any of things they drop, because that is a quest item. Having won the battle, you locate the stick one of the spiders was carrying. It is a polished oaken wand, no doubt recently brought from the surface. Perhaps it was taken from some invading Empire soldiers. The spider didn't use the wand against you. It may have suspected that the item was cursed or trapped somehow. A band of Nephilim set up camp here. Garbage, torn skins, rough stone Nephilim weapons, and broken totems litter the floor of the cave. A few feral cats prowl the wreckage, hissing at you when you get close. Nobody has disturbed the shadowy passage for a long time. Everything is covered with dust. Even the mold and lichen have died. You look around for a while, but you find nothing of interest. How unlucky. Okay, we could take on those ogres down there, but I wonder... Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and fight them. In the farthest region of the secluded grove, you see a large, filthy encampment. As you get closer, you smell smoke and other ranker things. You approach carefully. When you hear the crude, guttural language and the snarling, you become as stealthy as possible. You eventually sneak close enough to get a good look. There is a band of ogres sitting around the campfires. They bicker over pieces of cooked meat and gamble their possessions back and forth. They can't see you from your place of concealment. However, if you attack the foul creatures, a large open expanse between you and them would prevent you from gaining any sort of surprise. Yeah, I think this fight is winnable, honestly. I don't think this one's gonna do much though, so... Oh, I should have healed her. Oh, crap. Let's see if dazing will help. Come on, hit him already, dang it. Oh, how are they able to cleave like that? They took him out. Come on, Dave again. I have to heal her up then. Yeah, right now, Moses isn't really that effective, but Serafina and Lazarus are doing a great job. Because the spells are definitely hitting. Ooh, that was a tough fight, but we got a lot of XP out of it, so that's what I did like about that. Yeah, I'm not sure about this domination scroll either, but some of these other ones are very handy. You search the ogre camp. They have raided several caravans, enabling you to fill your pack with tradable goods. Eventually, you leave behind the camp. These brutal humanoids will no longer pester the peaceful Avernites of this area. Yay! Yeah, I'm not really a fan of these fiery ones. Not really doing much. Or this lightning. Or this ice, for that matter. I feel like the ones that actually give you like a passable benefit are way more useful. Such as haste or heal, stuff like that. Alright, let's go over back to that area real quick since we cleared out those ogres. You approach the cairn and the shade appears once again. This time it forms faster and it's much more substantial. Thank you, soldier. My blood has been paid for with theirs, and I may rejoin my warrior brothers beyond. And now, your reward. The ghost begins to pray. The prayer begins with strange words uttered in a low guttural voice, and works up to something halfway between a chant and a bestial scream. With that, the ghost begins to fade. As he does, he says, I have prayed for you. I have called out to the afterlife for a blessing. When you die on your deathbed, you will receive total consciousness. And then he is gone forever. Okay, so that was the only reward, is that when you die, you have a different ending text as if you didn't have that. But it's still a good deed done, and you got a lot of experience out of it. Alright, in the meantime, I would continue doing one of the quests, but I do want to explore that cave down there too. Oh, I don't want to go back in. I want to go... Alright, let's go ahead and save the game right here, but I'll see you all soon with the next part of Let's Play.